think we should be live now. Hi everybody, welcome to another weekly video of the Strategic Swing Trader. I am Sami Abu Saad, Director of Education at T3 Live. Hope you're doing well, hope you're having a great weekend so far. We're gonna go over the market, go over some swing ideas for next week. But before we do so, as always, a standard required disclaimer to let you know that trading is risky and that whatever we discuss is for educational purposes only. If you'd like to download a copy of my free ebook, link for that is in the description of the video below. Also, in the description, I dropped I copied and pasted the list of stocks that we're going to be going over today. So make sure to copy that so you don't have to type it up from scratch. If you find benefit in today's video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button. That helps support our channel. And if you have any questions for us, email customer service info@t3live.com. Again, info@t3live.com. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. First, the market. As you can see, so last week I said I'm considering this to be the bottom unless something changes that would tell me that it isn't the bottom, okay? And I still stick with that, okay? But we did break down on Friday. Okay, so we broke under the base. You can see it better on the hourly chart. So do we follow through to the downside or do we go right back up? If we break and close below Friday's low, which on the Qs, which is the tracking ETF for the NASDAQ 100, is 335. It's 334.92 as you can see. But if we close below that tomorrow, Monday, then that would mean we're gonna, we're heading back down, okay? If we go back up and we close hopefully above it, which is 340, the high is 341.31, then Friday's bar, I will look at it as a shakeout bar. I will consider it to have been a shakeout bar, a false breakdown. So as you can see, tomorrow is going to be pretty important, okay? Based on the way we sold off and we broke down on Friday, so it started selling off on Thursday at the open, closed pretty weak. It looks like we're going to continue lower. Also based on the way Bitcoin got hit hard the last couple days, it looks like we're going to be coming back down. The next support area, if we do close below Friday's low, the next support area is not until about 329, that area right here. That will be the next support area on the Qs. Similar picture on the SPY, a little bit stronger than the Qs, but same picture. Basically, we have a double bottom. If we break under it and close below it, that would suggest lower prices still, okay, that we're gonna drop. IWM, we can go over the IWM, which is the Russell 2000, stronger than the SPY and the Qs, okay, but similar picture as well, okay. So it's gonna be pretty important to see how it all plays out, how the market plays out tomorrow, and that should determine the bias for the rest of the week, okay. Now, what if we have another inside bar or another, a bar that doesn't close below the low or the high of Friday's bar? Then that would be an indecision bar, and we would wait for Tuesday to see if we end up breaking below or above, okay? But it's fairly simple and easy once we get either a break below or above. All right, now on to the watch list, the swing ideas for next week. I got some gold and I got some oil stocks for you if you're interested. Gold. Now, a lot of the gold stocks, and I have some positions in the newsletter, have already triggered, and they're doing remarkably well. But here's some gold stocks that have not triggered that I still like. AUY is one of them. Notice how it's been basing. It hasn't gone up yet much. If you look at the weekly chart, it's got a 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I like it. Long over 525, stop under 478. Target would be the all-time high, I think around 750, or the prior pivot high around $7. That would be really the target on it. We can look at the EGO, which is another gold stock. It's gonna look the same. Moved up, it's been basing. So here's another gold stock that would not be too late to get in on, and it's the EGO over 1144, stop under 1050. I'm not sure what the target is. The prior high. I'd have to go to the monthly chart. 14 bucks. Okay. So AUI, EGO. Let's see, any other gold stock? That's it. 2, because the other ones that I mentioned over the last couple weeks, they've already triggered, and you should already be in them if you wanted to take to enter into some gold stocks. Ericsson, which was my second best play on Wednesday. I called it at the open long because it was down a lot, and I consider this to be a novice gap, and it made over 3,000 bucks. So it was my second best play. My best play that day was actually the KPTI, which made over $5,000. KPTI on that break, gap down under the 200, and it just stayed weak all day until it accelerated at the end of the day, and I covered it on the wide range bar. So that, anyways, that was Wednesday. So now I like the Ericsson long if we can break above the highs right here. So I like it long over 822 with a stop under $8. Okay, if it breaks 822, I like it long. GATO stayed remarkably strong the last few days. It completely ignored the market, so I like it long over $4. Let's just say. Where do we place the stop? That's a little bit tricky. Under the base, but then it's a big stop. It's 90 cents. So that's the issue. And if one were to put the stop under, let's say 350, it's tighter. You cut the stop almost in half, but it's more. You could easily get stopped out. In terms of a target, it has a lot of room to $8, to the prior high over here. So it has a lot of room. Here's a couple of oil stocks that have not yet ripped. Halliburton over the base, stop under it. Not too bad. I like it. HES also over this bar's high long. I wouldn't put the stop all the way down here. That would be way too big. On the HAL, you almost don't have a choice. There's 2 places to place the stop. One would be under this bar's low, which would be under the 20, the rising 20 MA, or safer would be under the entire thing, under this bottoming tail, which is 3067. On the HES, no need. We have a nice hourly base, if I recall correctly. Yes. So just under the bar's low, which would be 97.79. So the stock goes under it. Okay. Entry would be over this bar's high, 103. Now some of you might say, well, isn't the Oxy better? Isn't this stock or that stock better? Yes, I would agree, but it's too late if you're not in already. Does that make sense? So those two, not too late in my opinion, as well as the silica, SLCA, popped and has been basing, so it's gonna be a 1, 2, 3 pattern on the weekly chart. See how nice it is? So I like it over 1475, stop under 1340 as a 1, 2, 3 pattern, a continuation play. All right, so 3 oil stocks, a couple of gold stocks, and then 1 ADR so far. 1 consumer defensive, KHC. I like it a lot. It has a monthly buy setup. I already tried it over here back last year, over here, and it failed. So I had to get out of it quickly, and then it went right back up. So I like it a lot as a long-term play. Target about 60 bucks. It's at 40. It's trading around 40. So 60, 65, this prior pivot right here on the monthly chart. As far as the entry, there's a 1, 2, 3 on it. It's not exactly a 1, 2, 3 pattern, but over 40, 60 long, stop under 38, and then go on vacation. It's a long-term play. All right. PRPL, this has a transition A on the daily chart. Okay, that's what the name of the pattern is. And it almost has like a 1, 2, 3 play. So long over 765, stop under 660. So long over 765, stop under 660. That's $1.05. Target really has room to 1380 or so. Now, will it get to 1380? Not if the market crashes, because this isn't oil, this isn't gold, it's not a commodity stock, a metal stock. It's a biotech, I think. No, this is a furniture store or furniture company. So, if the market crashes, it won't get up there. But I like it if the market goes back up. I like it long with a pretty big target to 1380 or so. And then SLCA we already talked about. I like it as a 1, 2, 3 on the weekly chart. Now the bullish list is over, but don't go just yet. I have a great bearish watch list as well. All right, we have the ear has a 1, 2, 3 short, so I like it short under 380, stop over 403. It's at all-time low. Wouldn't know what the target is, where it might stop at, because there's no support, no reference points to the left, so no predetermined target as well. So ear as a 1, 2, 3 short. EMKR is a base breakdown on the daily chart. So short under the base, stop above it, and then let it play out, because it's been basing after a big gap down. That's a sign of weakness. It wasn't able to fill the gap or rally back up into the gap fill. So I like it short under the base, stop above it, and give it plenty of room, is my suggestion at least. The FTDR. Look, FTDR was basing. Then it tried to go higher, and what happened? Got sold hard. So that big green bar turned into a topping tail bar. That's a money bar. That's what is called a money bar. So that's a breakout failure. I like it short under this bar's low. The only issue is, love it as a short. The only issue is the stop has to go way up there at 31.90 at the top of that topping tail. So it's a big stop, but it's a really nice base breakdown. Okay, KLTR is a 1, 2, 3 plus a sell setup. This is called the sell setup when you have a downtrend and the stock rallies back up. Puts in a counter rally, and then it broke down already, but now has a 1, 2, 3. So short under this bar, and technically speaking, one can place a stop above 211, giving you only, it's a very tight stop, 10 cents, 12 cents. But safer would be to short under $2, so at 199, with a stop over 238, 240. That's much safer. Okay, especially if the market is really volatile, you don't want to use very tight stops, because you could easily get stopped out. So I like it again under 2, stop over 240. RLX been basing at the all-time low for quite some time. Clearly the stock can't get out of its own way. It's lower. So it broke down on Thursday, so that should have been the entry day when it broke under the base. I didn't do it. Now it has a 1, 2, 3. So I like it short under 260, stop over 277. Or, as I said, I wouldn't use very tight stops right now because the market is very volatile. Can place the stop over the base, okay? Which is you look at the you look at the top and the top of the base and you say, what's the highest point? And let me put my stop above it. It's 317. So the stop goes at 318 or higher, but not lower. RSI is beautiful. Short under 770, stop over 823. Absolutely gorgeous. I did do the RSA on Thursday, but it wouldn't work and I had to kill it. I took a stop. So here it is. Here it is. This is what I did short. It was a 1, 2, 3 play on the 15. So check it out. Notice the gap down here. Doji bar, short under. And I got triggered in. It was up very nicely initially because it was a very tight stop, but it wouldn't go. The market kept selling off on Thursday and closed at the lows. This thing wouldn't go, and then finally it popped and stopped me out. So now if it comes back down and breaks under all of this, I really, really like it short. But we'll have to see if it comes back down and breaks under 770. Okay, stop would go over 825. Give it a couple cents. And safe is similar to the RSI, but this bar did not close within the range of that bar's low, that bar's range. So it's not exactly a 1, 2, 3, but it still is an igniting gap, and I like it short under 55.87, stop over 57.78. Like it a lot. And last but not least is the VRM, which gap down, was a very nice gap on this day. You might look at this gap and say, oh, that's a small gap. That was like 46% closed on the day down. And this stock has been just, look at this, disaster. Look at this, from $70 last year, or that was a year and a half ago, to $3 today, right? I still like it lower, okay? I still like it under the base, short, which is 290, stop over 334, okay? So it's about a 45-cent stop. And I think that's it. If you're a subscriber, I've already updated the newsletter, which you can access through your customer portal online today, or if you'd rather wait for the newsletter to hit your email inbox, then you shall get it by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, giving you about an hour and a half to put in any orders you want if you want to participate in the plays with me. But with that said, thank you so much for sticking around until the end. As I said, if you want to help support our channel, be sure to hit the like button. And if you have any questions for me or anyone at T3, email us at info@t3live.com. info@t3live.com. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Take care, everybody. Ciao.